They provide cash assistance and attempt to make the political unrest in the nation. The cases were investigated through the evidences that they distributed away the letters of instigation among the university students, members of the Sangha and monasteries, in addition to carry out the activities of Black Campaign, Red Campaign, and No Campaign. If we evaluate the process mentioned above, as well as the information and the commitments we've got, some NLD members have involved in the detonation training or performing bomb blasting or having arrested with explosive devices whatsoever. All in all, it can be said that so-called political parties practice political strategy in two ways, as the provocaeurs in the guise of peacemakers. They join with some organizations such as FDB and indirectly take assistance of powerful nations by means of cash, materials, and advice being provided behind the curtains. It reflects that the imperialists are trying to put financing terrorism in small nations through their X-handles for practicing 21st century colonialism in the world. The whole public especially need to consider and prevent that strategy. It was followed by the questions and answers section. Concerning with the question raised by Ula Tui of Nikkei News Agency, Director General of Myanmar Police Force, Brigadier General King said, according to the requests of Dr. Aung San Suu Kyi, we made arrangements for her so that she could meet with U Ji Win, the lawyer, on 8 and 17 August. Besides, she also could meet with him again on 1st September. Similarly, according to her request on her health condition, we made arrangement for her to receive medical checkup by Dr. Tim Nhu Wing, who is her family doctor, on 17 August. According to the feedback information of those who met with her at such 4 meetings, we never heard of any news about her hunger strike. To say about her detention, whatever the government does nowadays is in accord with rules and regulations. The government will do everything in this way in the future too. As a reply to the queries raised by Ugogo of Yomiuri Shimbun, Brigadier General King said, all security forces, including Myanmar Police Force, are fulfilling their assigned duties so that the public can lead a peaceful and tranquil life under the prevalence of law and order. It can be said that whatever they do is just for the interest of the public. We, who being engaged in the security forces, are performing our assigned duties such as preventive measures at our best so that any unrest and destructive act will not occur. To reply the question about Myanmar Police Force will be taking necessary action against him according to the police procedure. As Myanmar Police Force is a member of Interpol, actions will be taken against him by Interpol channel as a criminal case according to the rules and regulations. Minister for Information Brigadier General Zhou San also replied to the query raised by Ugogo of Yomiuri Shimbun, saying that everyone who commits any illegal acts will be taking necessary action individually. Members of NLD have been committing many illegal acts such as staging arrests and violence, taking illegal trainings, and so on. That's why necessary actions will be taken against them in accord with laws and regulations. The government's opinion on NLD members depends on their actions in the future. In replying the query raised by Unying Du of Kran View Journal on the internet news of Mingo Nai and party's refusal to be handcuffed in court, Brigadier General King said making a criminal wear handcuffs is just one of the actions taken against him in accord with laws and regulations. Concerning the questions raised by Wu Aung-la-Chang of Reuters News Agency, Minister Brigadier General Cho San said that the government will be making cooperation with the United Nations and Mr. Kambari as long as there is a negotiative role of the UN Secretary General. Answering the question on the future meeting between Minister for Relations Wu Aung-ji and Do Aung San Suu Kyi, Brigadier General Cho San said that it just depends on Do Aung San Suu Kyi. In his reply to the queries made by Wu Zhuame of Law News Journal, Minister for Information Brigadier General Cho San said that responsible personnel are making necessary arrangements for timely holding of 2010 multi-party general elections. He also said that every political party that is eligible for 2010 multi-party general elections will have the chance to participate in it. Next, Director General of Myanmar Police Force, Brigadier General King Yi, replies the query by Wu Zhuame of Law News Agency, saying that we know the important role of media in making investigations of criminal cases. At present, all media men can contact to Police Colonel Win Nai of Yangon Division Police Force as a focal point in case of any extraordinary events. Similarly, Police Colonel Win Gao in Naypyidaw and Police Lieutenant Colonel Aung Nai U in Mandalay are assigned as focal points. If there's any case, you can contact them. As a reply to the query raised by Wu Wei-Ang of Eco-Vision Journal on the condition of In Kai-U, who is one of the reporters of his journal, and now she is in custody, Brigadier General King said that it is just an ongoing case being carried out in accord with laws and regulations. Dr. Zoltan of Sakhe Shimbon News Agency made a request that the Bureau Chiefs of Foreign Correspondents are in Bangkok and they want to come to Myanmar. So he wants to request officials concerned to consider for their entry visas to Myanmar. To his query, Minister Brigadier General Cho San replied that we will surely take it into consideration. In response to the request of Unate of Nikkei News Agency on alternate holding of future press conferences in Yangon and Naypyidaw, the Minister for Information said that it will be noted. Wu Aung-la-Chang of Reuters News Agency made a query asking when the election law would be issued. To this query, Minister Brigadier General Cho San replied that arrangements are being made by responsible personnel for every timely action. After the conference, those present and invited guests viewed documentary photos concerning with the explosions of New Generation for Democracy, NGD, and explosion at the Sri Pita Township USDA, VCD or political campaign for Nagis, other political campaign documentary, and explosive devices of NGD group.